we lived way out in the country in the mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia, and we didn't have a large property or anything like that, but we lived in the country, and we had plenty of room for the kids to play.
When we left Virginia and ended up in Sukhothai, and there was just so much concrete everywhere, there was this sense of loss, especially for the children, the loss of their ability to grow up surrounded in nature. And so for the last year, there's been a bit of a grieving process, I think, for us and for the kids. The Thai children that we have don't know what they're missing. But as our family size has increased and the need for especially outdoor space has grown.
Casey and I have been praying and wanting to find a location that's bigger, with more yard space. Not necessarily a bigger house, just more yard space so that the kids can go out and play somewhere with trees, so that the kids can play on the trees and climb and just be kids.
We know the kids need useful occupation. They need to be able to expend their energy outdoors and just really learn from the book of nature. Just this week, I think just yesterday, we came upon a listing for this property here, and it's 24 or 25 rai, and it has multiple houses and just building structures that will meet very specifically the needs that we've been praying about. And the land is just amazing to be here with the kids and to hear their excitement and how excited they are to tell the other kids about this possibility.
It is a beautiful place, and it is everything that Casey and I have talked about. Has all the accommodations that we need and more, a lot more. There's nobody else around. There's just rice fields everywhere, as far as you can see. And driving into here, there's a couple little back roads and a dirt road to get into the property. And then as soon as we found the property and drove in, it was like coming home. It's flower bushes everywhere. There's fruit trees everywhere. Plenty of places where we could make a garden, and then plenty of water to sustain everything too.
There's familiar sounds, and it just has this feel that this is what we've been waiting for and praying for the last year. And yeah, there's definitely just this sense of peace and this feeling of home being here.
It has 3 different houses on it, plus other rooms already developed for about the same price as we would find for a smaller chunk of just a rice field, which is a blessing because you can't find something like this for the amount of money that they're asking for.
So beyond just meeting the needs of the children, we've had sort of this dream, this vision for creating a place to be able to bring people for discipleship training, to allow new believers to come and live among other believers, to really disciple them in Christian living. And as a byproduct of that, we would love to do camp meetings where we're bringing together, new and old believers to be revitalized in the Christian walk. And this space would be perfect for that. There's lots of lodging, there's lots of outdoor space, there's outdoor bathrooms. It just would meet every need that we would have to utilize this for that purpose as well. While we are very hopeful that this, God led us here because this is the place we want to stay surrendered to His will. We don't want to jump ahead of Him, and so we would invite, anybody who sees this to join us in prayer that God will not only lead through the process, but make it very evident whether this is the place or not.